conveniently cut you off your leg, eh? Because it's convenient, because it's rotting off, because of your convenient habit. Because you don't really have to, we've reached a stage, right, whereby you have to stop giving excuses. Personally, I would say that some parents don't even deserve to raise a child. Why? Because they don't have the time to give the child the quality life. Look, you were able to live to 40 or 50. The sister speaking there, maybe she's 50, right? How is it that you're gonna guarantee that you could raise up a child that could live 50? When you raise up your child in a way that they could only live 25 or 30 because of what you are giving them. You have a certain quantity of people right here in Dominica that live to 100, right? What have these people been doing? It has nothing to do with convenience. People have forgotten about survival and staying alive, and have become so materialistic and so much in the style that, I mean, you have to make eating healthy fashionable. Right now they used to children bringing back lemon juice from school, but there are places in restaurants, vegan restaurants, healthy restaurants, that you have to pay a lot of money just to get a freshly squeezed glass of lemon juice from Dominica with spring water from Dominica. You might have to pay £10, which is about a 40 something dollars EC just to drink that. Breadfruit from Dominica, all these things from Dominica you get over in these countries, you pay expensive for it. Why? Because what we are looking at as Malay way here in Dominica is what the outside world trying to grab and take out of Dominica. So you might be exporting all your breadfruit, but you don't remember when last you eat a breadfruit here in Dominica. Why? Because they have seen that breadfruit contains certain chemicals that's very good for the physical structure. So tonight, from 5 p.m. at the Fort Young Hotel, I will be looking at that specific topic, where I will be looking at from medicines to drugs. How is it that a pharmaceutical company, and also you have to keep in mind, 200,000 people die in America alone. Not even in, not even Dominica and St. Lucia and Africa and China and Saudi Arabia that have millions of people. We're talking about America alone. 200,000 people die as a result of the consumption of a prescription drug. They took a drug and they die. Something they buy over the counter, something the doctor prescribed. I mean, we have to become realistic and say, what is important for me? What would make me end that cycle? That if I go to a medical doctor and say, well, I have hypertension, then boy, you have to take that pill for the rest of your life. Then you have to take the pill, then you have to go under injection, and then you still have to maybe get an amputation, and yet still you are paying money for care. So what I'm saying is that there are ways to deal with that. It has specifically to do with our lifestyle, because look at our elderly people. That generation, after that generation gone, you would have many people coming to 100 in Dominica. You can't boast that anymore. You can't go on TV or on tourist board and say thing that right now in Dominica, come to Dominica, the country with over 20 people over 100. Just now you would not be able to say that. Why? Because of the foods that we are feeding to our children. So as you know, myself, we do give some consultation. So if you want to speak with us directly, you can give us a call at 285-7815. That's 285-7815. And remember also, we have the herbal manual. The herbal manual and the sugar baby, two of our books that we have written, that we go deep into that, and also documents the herbs in Dominica that you could use to help to cure your diseases. I'm sure you could remember, that in ancient time, when you used to have a headache or anything, you used to go to your grandmother, she boil a tea for you and you feel better, right? These herbs are still there. You could still do that. These things are documented in the book, so you could get them at our lecture tonight or at Jay's bookshop. And we also have the male and the female packages. That is for the man and the woman. You could buy that package to help to clean out your system. I know it's Hogmas, what they call Christmas, because people must eat lots of pork, as they say, ham, and some people say that's the only thing that change. You eat a little ham, and you understand. So when you consume these things, you're going to be clogging up your system. So if I don't convince you enough to stop eating it, at least even get your male package and your female package to clean out yourself and build up yourself after you consume all that parasite infested flesh and high cholesterol that will give you the diabetes and the hypertension. Again, our number is 285-7815, and you will come in today. There's an admission at the Fort Young Hotel. In the conference room, it's only $20. So you could come in and sit in your PowerPoint presentation, and we'll also have our books available. You could come and have a knowledgeable time. Bring the children, And don't say you have to go and shop. I heard that stores close up until midnight tonight. You know, so you could still go and shop afterwards, right, sister? You see, so that's why people say, convenience. You know, how convenient is it for you to take care of yourself? You know, so I'm sure a question I always ask people, my brother, you have a car? Yes. How often you should service your car? Well, every 2, 3 months I service my vehicle. How often you supposed to service yourself? You don't know. Some people have dogs that they deworm them every month. When was the last time they dewormed themselves? Because, as we say, people feed the dog from the plates. By kwaspla, the dog would get worms. And the food that the dog ate to get the worms from came from the plate of the master. Now, the master would deworm the dog, but himself, when he's the one, he even crush up the bones and suck out all the juice. You understand? So we have to look at it from that perspective and make time for ourselves. And don't say, Doc, I have a headache. What's wrong with me, Doc? I mean, how can you go and ask somebody what is wrong with you when you are with yourself all the time? Even when you go to the toilet to poo, you can't leave yourself. That's the thing that people are most private about. Yes, sister. Yes, sister, yes. The conference room. They could enter from the main street to it. There's a sign that says conference room. You don't have to go right down to the bottom. Alright, take care. You're welcome. Thank you. Blessed love also.